afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. Off here to a 1 versus 1 own ever scenic Crossroads. In the north, it is C++, fighting for America, freedom, democracy, corporate interests. Taking on the role here of the 2nd Armored Division. West and south, it is AkazawaIzumi, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, Österreich. Taking on the role here of the 9th Panzer Division with mechanized assault spearhead and German infantry with double infantry Panzerfaust versus airborne armor and heavy cavalry there from C++ with double infantry and machine gun bulletins. We got a double pioneer shot here from Akazawa, allowing him to seize more territory in the face of American aggression, and also just dig in more pioneers, as that's an interesting opener that has been succumbing. I think slightly more calm than some male players, though it still, I would say, is catching on fully. Rifleman east and west here for C++ with the second squad on the way. Love to see how fast he tries to go for the lieutenant or the captain. Some players go for it faster, others less so. Pioneers in the west was backed up as a grenadier. We'll have to see when an MD42 appears there for Akazawa. I mean, obviously, the weakness of this kind of side is while you can grab more territory faster, you're not going to quite have as many guns out in the field immediately to contest the Americans. So there are obviously some things to keep in mind. If we got more grenadiers on the way there for Akazawa, he pushes westwards. And particularly as the riflemen really just want more firepower fast. I mean, a pioneer side on that way can be a bit extra risky, and I think will require fast MD42 to some degree here from Akazawa. But we shall see where it goes. Rifleman heading for the eastern fuel point here, grabbing the other point next to the base. So far leading well here for C++ and America. Grabbing the western fuel point, then the cemetery, can see the one in the lumber yard there to C++. Reasons they caught by the tank trap there, laying down barbed wire. Grenadier squad number 2 heading slowly eastwards with the pioneers a bit in the south. Need to grab that cover point back here, and C++ goes for the first darkness airborne with Pathfinders, 5th caliber drops, paratroopers, anti-tank guns, and of course the P-47 rocket strafe. Grenadiers was resistance, pioneers flank from the north, very good move there. More grenadiers around. Got a third grenadier squad here for Akazawa. No sign of the MD42. I mean, again, it is risky. I mean, if C++ really decides to push at him, I mean, he's going to be in a bit of a tight spot here versus C++. I mean, not having a machine gun as the Americans always find is a bit risky. Well, generally, as the Wehrmacht, you really want machine guns at some point, but so far, Akazawa seems quite content not to get any. We got pioneers being pushed back with the rifle squad. Third grenadier squad out there for AkazawaIzumi and Deutschland. Pioneers continuing east was there, might hit some of their C++ territory. Will he go for some early Pathfinders here versus Akazawa? Does C++ have other things in mind? The pioneers here held up by, I guess, some sort of storage shed here. As the Americans violently fire them with M1 Garants. Got anything further going on the base? 9. Pioneers are fighting versus the rifleman. British back and forth shooting there. Cover point secured. That's opening up for the western fuel point there for Akazawa and Deutschland. And there we go. We get a very fast platoon command post up for C++ and democracy. Grenadiers open on the rifleman. Could add a bazooka there, obviously, but there's no real need for that yet. No signs of anything further out here from Akazawa, though. This plan remains shrouded in mystery and enigmas. There we go. We got a fast take, so total grenadiers, double pioneers. Honestly, again, a risky start and requires your opponent not pushing hard at you, because, again, you will struggle in containing all of this. So we'll ever see how this pans out for Akazawa, but of course we can get some light vehicles up fast to push back at C++. He can turn around, and C++ thereby is going for a fast 50 caliber to further put pressure then Akazawa's infantry build. Calf one there being threatened as well by C++ aggressive play, so they can open up the way to the eastern fuel. Both pioneers for base connected, so that I'd like to make a nice company very schnell. Ooh, quick sneaky move there. I don't think the rifle can maintain that position for much longer. 5th caliber almost done there for C++. Lieutenant charge you hate this. The grenadiers are focused on the ramps out the house. They're basically using this bait. The grenadiers may not need it anyway, so they took a lot of damage in the process of finding that building. There we go, forced away. Pioneers moving up with the flammable for their ones without. Remain the base. He could try and go for a fast 251.5 tech here versus C++. Put pressure on them with some light vehicles, but no, we get the light. Nope, he does go for it. He does go for a fast 250 half tech here, presenting an opportunity to hunt down the Yankees and shoots them. In particular, with only 2 rifle squads, and only one of them actually having veterans who won for the anti-tank rifle grenades at 250 half-tech, could be a potent tool here for AkazawaIzumi to swing this game back in the favour of Das Reich. Meanwhile, C++ adding more 50 calibers, more machine guns to gun down those crowds. Lieutenant charging at the pioneers for negative cover, not the best move. The pioneers getting a chance to do some serious damage to the lieutenant with MP40s up close. And there you go, playing the retreat path here. Akazawa turning the tables and C++ and beating him over the head with it. Second 5th cap on the way there, almost done. 250 half-tech, also right about done here for AkazawaIzumi in the 9th Panzer Division. Grenadiers heading westwards, Pioneers heading centrewards. Will there be flamethrowers in the other squad? And by the way, he's gone for the German Infantry, opening up, of course, for the 250 half-tech. Veteran squad leaders, Stormtroopers, Assault and Hold, and the Fragmentation Bomb. A nice little combo, and certainly my personal favourite doctrine. Grenadiers being pushed back. 50 cal going to be a problem. Need to be careful with the 250 half-tech around that one, as that one can chew through it incredibly fast. Particularly pops arm-piercing rounds on it. It can very quickly destroy it, but still goes for it there. Grenadiers being hosed. Could call in some Stormtroopers here versus C++. Ooh, clearing out that 50 cal pretty fast with the half-tech, but being pursued by angry Riflemen. But while going out on the west, here to deny cover. Grenadiers, and there goes Stormtroopers out here for AkazawaIzumi. Hardened veteran Panzer Grenadiers of the 9th Panzer Division, tasked with hunting down to the Yankees wherever they are and shoots them. No sign of the MP-40s yet. Half-tech gets away there, avoiding death, and there you go, flamethrowers joining in the fun here. 50 cal now, an exposed position out there versus units in heavy cover. I don't think that ends up well, and C++ realizes this and gets out of there. Going for the Stuart light tank now. That's going to hurt, I think, Akazawa quite a bit, since, well, as the more Stuart of you may have noticed, he has no anti-tank weapons. I mean, the Stuart is going to be hitting him quite hard. Briefly considered the ambulance, but decided against it. Probably wants the manpower for more immediate reinforcements to support his Stuart. And then go Rearson's bit of trouble. Still no MP-40s and the Stormtroopers. Of course, he could also add Panzerix to them to help deal with the Stuart once it hits. Almost getting the Rearsons here. 2 kills, and then like to Schützen Panzerwagen. M51 Stuart half-tech Stuart light tank charges out there for democracy, and that's going to force AkazawaIzumi to abandon his fighting here. Channel mines being attempted, but obviously the Stuart's going to spot that and really ruin it for Akazawa. Half-tech makes a quick swing there, going to do something up to block the pursuit. Sharp move there by Akazawa. And C++ right now is in a bit of a tight position. He's shot on troops, and he has lost a lot of ground here to the Germans. And there goes calling in airborne troops, paratroopers, on in 1st Airborne, Screaming Eagles. Rifle and 5th coming about this season, the Eastern Victory upon visit Grenadier. No sign of upgrades for those yet. Oh, there we go. Spoke too soon. Veteran school is low for those Grenadiers, and they could definitely do with it, since they also get access then to free field first aid, which obviously allows them to heal for free, which is really good. In particular, since there's no real cooldown on it, so you can just spam the ability you want on other units. When it's 250 half being rushed eastwards here. Paratroopers there, adding light machine guns. Not bad, though. I would recommend still him getting at least 1 squad with Thompsons if he goes for more of them, since that could put a lot of pressure on Akazawa's infantry. After that, stopped by the 50 caliber, unsurprisingly. And Pioneers being routed in the centre as well there. No anti-tank weapons yet there for Akazawa. Has he planned a fast tier 3? Nope, he's first had to build a light mechanized company there. And loses a Grenadier squad. A tragic loss for Das Vaterland, and there you go, healing up while reinforcing. There we go, and he can immediately use it again on other units if he has to. We'll see if he does do that, but he can. Stormtroopers still not reinforced. I'm surprised he hasn't added MP-40s, as they are quite good with that. When he's in the south versus a superior American force here from C++. Showing no mercy to those crowds. Fix up the leichte Schützen Panzerwagen. Finishing westwards. So right now Akazawa's losing ground rapidly. He's going for more Grenadiers now. But I would have figured he'd go for the Pack 40 first to deal with the Stuart light tank, but I'm guessing he's either more prioritising infantry or just has decided the Stuart isn't that big of an issue. Meanwhile, C++ is calling in more airborne troops, more paratroopers to take on the Krauts. Very rare to see an American player that dedicated to elite infantry, not just relying on the rifleman, but clearly C++ goes other ways. I mean, this would, I think, be a good candidate for some submachine gun. I mean, they are effectively assault rifles, but slightly better in terms of in-game sets. Of course, in the real-life actual war, they would not have been. Stood moving up there. Still small push there. It looks like he was also adding light machine guns on those. No Thompsons there, unfortunately. But right now, C++ is jet control map. I would like to commend the Akazawa's ability to quickly shift around in the battlefield. He just doesn't get stuck in and just tries to grind down his opponent, shifts about there, tries to figure out where he is and isn't, and hit where he isn't, so that way make the swiftest progress. So he's basically playing around. C++ was stronger here, but obviously it's got almost nothing in there. So 2 thumbs up there to Akazawa for some, I would say, good tactical fluidity on the battlefield, which is a very good skill to have, to be honest. Pioneers a bit of trouble around the car point. They might even just be acting as bait, trying to keep C++ attention focused down there as he makes the big push into the cemetery. You're going to need a Pack 40 though, I think. There's a good chance here that C++ is with tanks faster. Otherwise, of course, he could try and rush out some armor of his own. There we go. Panzer mit Kanone 40. Half to him about no by the Telemines down there from Akazawa. Sehr good. And now, of course, while he's then secured this, he's also opened up for a flank path here on C++, but oh, too slow there. And does risk losing the 250 half-tech here. Quickly pulls around there, saving the half-tech, though Paul Ludwig gets blown out. Stuart moving in, that half-tech I think is not going to make it. Almost costing the Pioneer squad as well, but they do get away. But unfortunately, I do like the idea, but might want to take a slightly deeper flank there. Well, I would say the idea was very much, I think, good. It was just, again, the execution a bit lacking. Either way, good response to the C++. He predicted, though, he was going to get flanked there, and of course, it out for, and of course, also plays a part. Had C++ not done that, I mean, it really would have worked out, so, you know. Can't really, neglect C++ here. I mean, it does take two to tango, and to play companies too competitively, so. Gotta give C++ credit there as well. Gotta give C++ credit as well. Still no upgrades from the Stormtroopers. That one is really starting to stand out in AkazawaIzumi Stormtroopers. You really should upgrade them with MP40s. They really benefit a lot from it. Otherwise, they're just basically much tougher Grenadiers, but like in terms of DPS, they are basically just Grenadiers, but without upgrades for G43s or light machine guns. So, you can at some point get an upgrade. And there you go, mines to take the start on the telemines there, really ruining Akazawa's day there. Abandoning the cemetery now to the Americans as he pushes eastwards with the Grenadiers. Oh, 5th cavalry drop, took it out. That's actually quite nice. And he's also at some point actually managed to go for an MD-42 of his own to help deal with the C++ infantry. Very good there by Akazawa. And of course, then grab the 5th cavalry. That would be even better. That means you have 2 machine guns here versus C++, which is, a bit plus. Still, they're going to the base here. It's punishing Akazawa there for a slightly exposed entrance, and also no lack of Grenadiers or any Grenadiers nearby. Still no upgrades there, though. Still, got the 5th cavalry. Rifling it goes off, wiping out one of C++ remaining rifle squads. Good golly. Lots of action all over the place. It's utter chaos here on the front line and in the rear lines as we got fighting close to the bases and inside the bases. And we got sort of scattered front line positions. Absolute madness. And I just sort of swoops out there from the base. Need to kill, of course, doesn't get stuck and then pack 40. And needs there trying to be taken out, but that was moving up with the Pantherfast. Then we got the Pack 40 moving in here, ready to ambush the Stuart Light Tank. There you go, Pantherfast in the engine, and it's caught right in front of the Pack 40. Can C++ somehow save it? He's quickly turning into the behind the house there to cover from the Akafar, the Pack 40, but his Stuart Light Tank is still in deep mashed potatoes. Putting back the Stuart Light Tank. Then we got paratroopers called in, I think, just to disrupt here and give the Stuart Light Tank a chance to escape. Wow. That is not something you see very often there, but he's doing it. He's doing it. Oh, they're going to land right on top of the Pack 40. And there the Ultimates pull off emergency repairs to get the Stuart out of there. I mean, the paratroopers will take heavy damage in the process, but it might just give him Stuart off. Maybe just enough time to get out of there. Maybe it didn't matter, but it's so interesting he tried to do that. Rifle moving in from the north. Stuart Light Tank does look like it's going to be escaping. It will be able to get back safely here from Akazawa's otherwise strong class there. But now C++ is back in control of most of the map. Akazawa's barely got anything. And we got triple paratroopers, though he's a bit short on riflemen. Healing up the Grenadiers here with the field first aid. Very good. Still no upgrades for the Stormtroopers, though. It's really strange to me. He has taken up, though. He is taking up. There we go. Paratroopers in the middle of negative cover. They really should get out of there. The Germans should emerge. We've got the paratroopers there hosing down here from inside the building. But we got a flamethrower Pioneer squad there causing front and they will have to fall back swiftly before they get wiped here by Akazawa's vengeful Grenadiers and Pioneers. And there we go, in fact, almost wiping out the entire paratrooper squad there. They should have taken the back door. And he makes it. Holy smokes, that was close there. That was incredibly close. Also, he accidentally popped out the crew and is now replaced with the paratrooper crew. I wonder how you stuff 5 paratroopers into the Stuart Light Tank, because remember, the Stuart Light Tank was incredibly cramped. There was barely any room for the crew. That was like a regular 3-man crew, so imagine stuffing 5 men into it. That's going to be very uncomfortable. Seizing the point, hemming westwards. Major out there, and he'll be able to, I think, get out of tank first here ahead of AkazawaIzumi and the 9th Panzer Division. I feel like at least one ton submachine upgrade here would have been really good. Again, just allow to pull off some powerful flanks and maybe have a chance to wipe some units a bit better. And again, the Thompson, particularly with tactical assault there, can do some incredible damage. I mean, they're basically just better stormtroopers. So again, like they have effectively the same range as an assault rifle. but the kind of same DPS as a Thompson or a submachine gun, so they're quite potent. Oh wait. Finally, he added MP4 to the Stormtroopers. Took him long enough. Took him damn long enough. 5th Cal being flanked to the paratroops going in hard here. In the west, we got pushing in the cemetery. We got them easily in the way. Stormtroopers ready in ambush. Big paratroop counter push here by C++. And in the second armor division, the Fult's going to Grenadiers. For some reason, called Fult's going to go in the Ike, but our way getting absolutely shredded by the Grenadiers, unleashing an unending storm of lead with 4 Browning light machine guns. There you go, MB42 to the rescue, but he's going to have to retreat there before C++ wipes it out, which should definitely be a loss there for Akazawa-Izumi. No support corps yet here from. Grenade goes off. The storms appear from the south here, flanking the paratroopers, leaving the Stuart light tank just a bit exposed. So thankfully for C++, Akazawa's no way to further move in for that. Still flanking the paratroopers with Grenadiers. Very good. They're still moving in to put pressure on them. He can go for the Sherman, I think, right about now, and probably should. So we'll have to see if he actually does that, but he can. Support McCall finally going to get their Akazawa. Dark here going to be pushed out of the cemetery. Storms swimming about themselves. Support McCall halfway done. Still on the Sherman tank on the way there for C++ and the 2nd Armour Division. As he's also snuck forces into the logging camp here to secure the fuel point. In the cemetery, the Stormtroopers are under heavy fire with MP4s that can't respond. They're middling with the rifles. They wouldn't have been doing much better. Still up close to the rifle, they should be able to do some damage. Then we got artillery called into the major. Bold maneuver here, by him to stand still though. Hoping perhaps it was a decoy smoke, but it is, I would say, very rarely used by any players. There you go, Pack 40 in the scene. Got in the Stuart, but C++ is going to need out to maneuver it. There you go, Sherman finally on the way. Akazawa though can go for a penta for himself if he wants to. Nope, I got 374 versus 4 and 8. Big difference victory points. Then we got the 5th Cal hammering away. Could try and go arm piercing rounds, just increase his damage here versus the light tank. And there you go, actually getting some hits through that point blank range. And again, armor piercing rounds will definitely increase his chances. Still, might be able to get the Stuart light tank here, finally putting it out of action here, leaving C++ short of his light tank. Down it goes. Paratroop was charging here, the machine gun being absolutely torn apart by Browning light machine gun fire grenades in the way as well there. Threatening with grenades as well. Big push here against Akazawa-Izumi on the left flank here, and the paratroopers showing no mercy. Again, Thompson I think really would have also been great here. Probably allow him to maybe have a better chance of wiping one unit. 5th Cavalry crew goes down, but he can't quite grab it. And Akazawa orders a few pioneers back on it. Storms has been close to the paratroopers. As they focus down the 5th Cavalry, big mistake here by C++. As allows the Storms to easily do a ton of damage. And there you go, we even got the Browning light machine gun dropped here, which could be picked up by these Grenadiers, which of course, until being veteran free, of course, also get the accuracy bonus from the veteran squad leader bonus being. They're actually really quite accurate with that light machine gun. Hey Ludwig, look at this! Yeah, it's an American machine gun gewehr. Yeah, I bet I can use it better than they can. Yeah, I don't think those Americans train on anything but eating. Yeah, they're so fat, those Americans. Always Sherman out here for C++. Gonna use it as the rifleman. Major hold back here with the Stormtroopers and MB42 Sherman charging ahead here though. High-class rounds flying into the midst here of Akazawa's men. And there you go, Gunnis pushing out the rifleman, doing heavy damage there. Rear stuns finding themselves being horribly cut to ribbons. The light machine gun proving to be as expected. Very good in veteran squad leader Grenadier's hands there. A veteran Grenadier's hands. Sherman charging here, going straight for the MD42, almost wiping it out, and down it goes. Minor blow here to Akazawa-Izumi and Deutschland. C++ though still short on units, losing that paratroop squad. Cut him quite a bit. So, I mean, that's obviously going to hurt. And still hurt. We got another Sherman with the C++, pushing on that Sherman button to overwhelm Akazawa with tanks. I think is probably the best bet. Paratroopers should also get reinforced. And if he goes for more, he really should consider some submachine guns. But anyways, troops reinforcing, healing. And of course, with veteran squad leaders, he can just heal for free. Which is why I imagine he's not bothering with a medic bunker. Because why do it when you know, got that? It saves you tempo and momentum. So it's just a really handy up thing there. Second Sherman almost done for C++, and he's got the paratroop squad easily overwhelmed here by the Grenadiers. Backed up by the 5th Cavalry and the Pioneers. Paratroop squad backed up by the Sherman westwards in the cemetery. Storms was then in a bit of a tight spot. Grenadiers moving up. Second Sherman almost ready as well for C++ and Democracy. And Liberty. Panther for the moving back. Pin 'em up machine being entered here to Akazawa's Panzerkampfwagen 4. MG42 there ready to host down in the Americans. Apparently those telemines have yet to be cleared, much to my surprise. Our way reasons are almost getting wiped out. Pack 40 moving ahead. Second Sherman out for C++. Prepared to scrap the western fuel point there. Rendered neutral, but they haven't secured it yet. In the east there we can see Akazawa's making good progress. Might be a better idea to push in with the tanks there, since all of the anti-tank is actually on the west here for Akazawa, so he could catch his opponent off guard there by making a swift shift to the east instead. And it does seem to be exactly what C++ is doing. Good, I think, move there. Obviously has some risks with it, but at the same time has a better chance just overwhelming your opponent and pushing them back there. So 2 thumbs up to C++ for maintaining, I would say, good tactical flexibility this late into the game. And at this point already you'd see some players just beginning to just focus on one point entirely and just refuse to budge from it, but C++ is displaying some good flexibility. Oh! It's also displaying some good explodability. His tank drives straight into a telemine here. Well done there by Akazawa laying all those telemines down. Even though they haven't all gone off, at least if one goes off, it's usually already their big win. Looks like he might be able to get the Sherman out of there, but it's going to be pretty tight here for C++. I imagine Akazawa will pursue this opportunity with every resource he can muster to the front line. C++ is some time away from more tanks. Akazawa's been able to control the fuel point increasingly better. As C++ is struggling a bit with that. Character was crowded by the Panther 4. There you go, Pack 40 moving straight to the heavy fire here from C++. His men being shown no mercy by the Americans. And vice versa, Akazawa showing no mercy into C++ men either. Sherman there being repaired. Interesting enough, he's not using the emergency repairs to just allow him to get the Sherman out of there. That feels like a bit like a mistake there by C++, and could be an opportunity here for Akazawa to put those Shermans out of commission. But looks like Akazawa was afraid to commit to anything further, maybe worried about anti-tank guns or anything else heading out here. I mean, his opponent has gone for airborne, and while he hasn't seen any anti-tanks dropped in, though it is happening now, he could have called in one and Akazawa might not have noticed it, so... In this case, Akazawa decides to play it safe versus C++, and also just take advantage of successes elsewhere. Got the light machine gun veteran grenadiers ring about there. And again, a lot of firepower there, since you got the G33 and of course you got the overall 10% accuracy bonus and top plus of 10% less sort of accuracy received. So again, like they just pack a punch, and then of course get them a light machine like that, they just do even more damage on top of the veterancy bonuses. So that's going to, I think, be a real problem there for C++. Sturmgeschütz on the way of Akazawa, very good. It's going to be helpful versus the armor, and any more armor C++ may get. Entertaining, of course, going to be an issue for the Stug. North pulling ahead here. MD42 current the western fuel point. Storms reinforcing. Sturmgeschütz halfway done. More telemines up here from Akazawa. 2 thumbs up on that one. 2 thumbs up. And seizing territory elsewhere as he can, making use of his larger numbers, so that way just gain control of the field, while at the same time keeping up a tactical reserve and, you know, trying to figure out where his opponent might sort of strike next. Sherman's both good to go, by the way. Looks like by the infantry is preparing to push in the cemetery, but it's going to need armor support to do that, and the armor could theoretically seem to be poised to strike to these, but for the infantry support they're not going to make much there, so I'm not entirely going for the C++ here. Of course the anti-tank gun will help. Right, Sherman's moving westward, they're getting spotted here by the Grenadiers. Got a Panther stuff there. Jürgen shoots, but gets shot himself as well. Highest armor piercing rounds, they go straight through him. Stu good to go. Guessing he's saving up for another paratrooper escort or a Sherman. At the moment, business C++ that is. And we got a Panzer check on the Stormtroopers at this late into the game. Interesting choice there by Akazawa. I'm not necessarily saying it wrong, it's definitely not what I expected at this point, but here we are. MG42 push back here, Paratroopers moving in there, Entertainment moving up, Sherman's ready as well here. Definitely lining up for a big engagement here in the cemetery. Probably might try and even bait Akazawa into extending and sort of destroy him in piecemeals. That could be an idea here, though it's going to be, of course, a bit tricky. Depends on Akazawa then taking the bait. And so far, Akazawa does not seem to really just going much into that, and he's still got a good chunk of the map, so Akazawa is clearly not threatened by this development. He may be annoyed, but he's not threatened. Nothing further going in there for Akazawa. And these reinforcing, or he should be reinforcing. Reinforcing repairs, Duke's Golden with some, and we got another pair to squad in there for C++. Will it be more light machine guns? Or will he for this time around actually consider the Thompson submachine gun? We shall have to see. Seizing the western victory point. Staying clear of the trees, and of course their deadly payload of squirrels. More light machine guns. Alright, seems like C++ is not a Thompson submachine gun man. And he's on the right flank, about to get hit here by the armoured fist of democracy. Taking him on a loss there. Wrapping around here by the Panzer IV. Show moving in, shoots and doesn't quite hit. Stroop moving ahead. Stormtrooper sneaking up there. Very close to the ace level, by the way, here. Ooh, nice shot there from the Sherman, though. Paired from the right flank, a bit of touch up, got the Stroop far away. Still no pin up machine gun added to it. Really should consider that. It does add to the Stroop. And we got smoke being deployed here. Set up for a push here through the centre. And overwhelm Akazawa centre. Actually, isolate the tanks from the rest. But the overall speed and execution of this seems to indicate no. He was just smoking about there. Bit of a shame, as I think a good push here could actually clear out the support weapons, which again would have isolated the armour. He could have then stolen the Pack 40 and the machine gun back and actually turned on Akazawa there. It's a bit of a missed opportunity, I think, by C++ stepping westwards here, where we got a threatening push here by Akazawa's infantry, forcing him to commit tanks to deal with this Grenadier machine gun push here. At the same time, Panzer and took out the remaining rifle squad, by the way. Ambulance got away, but that was definitely a threatening move there. Certainly indicates to C++'s base isn't as safe as it used to be. Germans on the west of the machine gun and the Grenadiers here. Repulsing the attack here by Akazawa, but again seems to have been an opening to rush up here and take out a rifle squad by the end of it. No additional armor. In fact, he's gone for tier 4, which is a bit worrying. I hope it's a mistake where he just drops it, because honestly he's just better off going for more medium armor than trying to go for anything from tier 4. Gives been one from pursuit, but the Panzer IV almost got to wipe here down to just one man with a minesweeper, and there you go, he is down. He is out for the count. Akazawa sending a few more American bodies to be interred within this cemetery. Well, what's going to be left of the cemetery, I guess. Paratroopers moving out. Akazawa remains in a potent position here. Ruthless. How will C++ handle this? We got, looks like a setup for an attack here. Something slot on the left flank. They're far up. It's being set up there. One tank and something else. Looks like it's going to make the major push. And there you go. Panzer taking fire there. And the Stroop as well from the Sherman anti-tank on combo. Paratroopers are just remaining there. Going to be storms from it. Sherman's about to hit the mine though. Oh no, he forgot about that mine entirely. He's seen it so many times he should have, but in the end didn't pan out. Sherman up into the Pack 40 as well. Panzer moving ahead here. Assault for C++ turned into a bit of a mess. His tanks are being pushed back with heavy damage, and then he didn't do enough damage here to Akazawa. So now Akazawa might in fact just have the momentum just push through with both tanks out of commission. That leaves only an anti-tank gun and some infantry to block the way. So theoretically good push through there. C++ the gun for Jackson tank destroy. He's not giving up though. Panzer boy needs to be careful. Looks like a mistake here by Akazawa. Even use. Oh, there we go. Take aim. 2 thumbs up. They're really overlooked, but also very powerful ability. The M1 anti-tank and destroying here Akazawa's Panzer IV. Paratroopers trying to get off a grenade, but ultimately were destroyed here by Akazawa's Grenadiers. These will come and overwhelmed. Got 30 kills here on the light machine gun Grenadier squad there. Jackson halfway done for C++. He still, of course, has both of his tanks operable. He's also moved his ambulance towards the cemetery there. I'm sure that's not ominous at all for anyone inside the ambulance. So, what are we doing here? Don't worry, it's safe. Yeah, you're safe. Stroop there being fixed up. Still no pin light machine for that one. A heavy Panzer Corps. Not entirely sure what he's planning here. The honesty is just go out for more Strooks, Osprins, or Panzer IVs. Yeah, another Panzer IV. That'll do the job. So we got 314 versus 218. Akazawa now lead the victory points. So what will C++ do versus his opponent? Pioneers moving eastwards. Got Telemines down in plenty. Looking to forestall any armor push here by his opponent. Very good. Even got a Telemine down here in the thighs by the eastern fuel point. Jackson coming in, the ultimate westward, probably use that one to defend the cemetery and keep the resource there safe from German hands. In the centre, other shimmering up, smoking down as well there. into the expected position of the tank gun, but Akazawa's been shifting about there, probably to avoid such a move there, so thumbs up there to Akazawa for good maneuvering. Germany in the west running into issues with the Panzerjägers, or the Stormtroopers on the Pack 40 here, almost losing it already. And he's got parents coming up here, Pioneer's caught by the mine, needs to be careful about that. Of course now the might be paying attention, at least not enough. Paratroopers getting control of the center victory point, fighting for the cemetery continues. Panzer IV sending out there for Akazawa. Paratroopers here and awfully close to that telemine. Awfully close. Oh no. My God, Ludwig. Was that a high explosive round? I don't know. Might have been an extra high explosive one. Oh wait, one shot paratrooper scored gone to telemine. That's got to be some really frustrating luck there for C++. But he clearly has been overlooking some of those telemines. And again, remember, if a tank sets off a telemine, it goes off quite explosively. And it doesn't have those penalties like other mines have as an infantry, so it can clearly take out an entire squad, you can see there. So, that was quite painful there. And the lack of minesweepers, I think, is really starting to hurt C++ and his men. Destroying the house to deny C++ in machine gun nest position there to hold up his attacks. We got Pathfinders out now. Interesting pick here by C++ this late into the game. Still an upgrade on the Sturmgeschütz. We got 303 versus 203. C++ have got the beat up. We got another assault being prepared here on the cemetery. MD42 currently conditions the advance. Light machine gun is on the right flank. 50 cal pinned down by the MD42. Stuke up support. Sherman's charging in there. Jackson also nearby support. Pack and Stuke landing great hits to the Stuke. They're taking return fire from the Jackson tank. Sol's got the M1 setting up here. More packs being laid, or telemines being laid down, not packs, but telemines. Smoking down there from the Sherman, very good. Beacon laid up here, I think, to spy on Akazawa, but I think he did it a bit too obviously, and now Akazawa should be able to easily destroy it. Pathfinders, well, might be shown a path to hell here, but they're not careful. Incendiary piercing range, good use of that ability here by Akazawa, slowing down any advance here from C++. Paratroopers are being shredded, or we should be shredded in a few moments here by it. There we go. Half fate of Victory 3. Packs continue to blast away. They're going to be flanking up behind orbit, but getting caught here by the Shermans. Certainly enough momentum here by Akazawa's second push here to bring it have any impact. And he brought up the Stuke and the Panzer IV. I think it actually done some serious damage to the C++. Slow advance here. Stormtroopers going to bring up there. Go getting the anti-tank gun. Oh, ambulance's about to go down. And there you go, down it goes. Looks like the Gundis did it. Paratroopers being held here by the MD42, though they are suppressing it themselves, at least the 50 caliber is, but that might last long. Gonna be a Stormtroopers now threatening the retreat path here with the paratroopers, second 50 caliber out. Could do some serious damage here. Rifling on the retreat path, doing not much there. Another shot on the way though for C++, but the situation is deteriorating rapidly now. The second armoured division is finding its full hope slipping away. Pathfinder squad here could find themselves as another victim being buried outside the premises of the American Eastern Base entrance here. As Akazawa once more goes for the kill. And there you go, another unit goes down to the Eastern Path. Sherman almost done. We got 2 tanks and a tank shot here for C++, but infantry reserves starting to run out here. Second armoured is in a tight spot. Meanwhile, Akazawa is not shown infantry, of course, having the veteran squad gunners, but also the veteran stormtroopers, the ace stormtroopers, in fact. 32 kills. That light machine gun really gave them some extra punch. Sherman almost done. There we go. We got 2 triple Shermans and a Jackson plus 2 paratrooper squads here. Can C++ find a way to victory against his opponent? I mean, if we can somehow find a good spot to hit and just hit it with all his might, there might be a shot here. It's going to require, I think, some absolutely good reading of AkazawaIzumi to pull off successfully. Bunker down. Paratrooper sitting out. Pioneers there being hosed, and there you go. All in here from C++. These got Jackson, tank destroyer, paratrooper being hit there. Telemines in the way. I mean, he's been laying down lots of telemines. I mean, 2 thumbs up to Akazawa. That is some absolutely great telemining. And there goes Sherman, goes off into it just as he charged your head there. He's looking really bad. Still, he keeps on with the assault. No smoking down though. 1 Sherman down. There's still 2 to go. Plus a Jackson tank destroyer. Stops up right in front of one Telemine, and oh, another Telemine takes another Sherman down. He has one Sherman and one Jackson still being circled about here. Sherman going for the other one. Almost got it here. Switching out to arm piercing rounds. A bit of a mistake there, I think. Jackson almost got the Stuke. Stuke getting ready too, though. Panzer IV moving in to support the Stuke. Oh, didn't quite catch up. There you go. Gets the Sherman, though. Jackson gets a hit there, but doesn't go through the Stuke enough. And, oh, Jackson is in trouble. And there we go. The Jackson is down. A brutal and final armored engagement secures victory for AkazawaIzumi and the German army. Absolute spectacular 1v1 here on Crossroads. Some great maneuvering from both sides in the end, though. I feel like C++ really would have benefited from submachine guns, since they're, again, great for attacking and supporting your tanks during attacks. I think they've done C++ a lot more good, but also a bit of artillery I think would have done great. And some bigger flanks at times here versus Akazawa, but also great play from both sides. Akazawa really made great use of those telemines. They came in handy a lot of the time there. Also, the veteran convoys and the stormtroopers, I think, also proved helpful. And just a good play there by Akazawa, so 2 thumbs up there. Overall, I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell your enemies. And of course, subscribe, like, share, and of course press the bell button. And if you like what we do, you can also donate or pledge on Patreon, and links are in the video description. This is Imperial LinkedIn. Cheers, thank you for watching. You all live one for all, and so see you all tomorrow again for another exciting episode. Bye.